to be just like Michelangelo into the blue on heavenly wings. Cargo ham bones don't take off, no smoke, no mirror, no strings. I can't take off these dark shades. I can only say how it's too beautiful. Our town on TV. Our town, there's you and me. Upside down, hanging out of an airplane.
Welcome to Our Town, and I'm your host, Larry Frost. And today I'm with Stefanie McCowan. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, nice to see you again.
You
Long
too.
time no see.
I know, it's been a while.
We had the festival last weekend?
We did, we had the fall festival. It was supposed to be on Saturday. Unfortunately, with all of the rain that came in on Saturday, we had to postpone it till Sunday, and we still had a fantastic turnout. We only had
excellent.
2 people that were unable to make it, 2 vendors.
Yeah.
So we had people lined all the way up Main Street, all the way up in front of Fuller's, and even further, and we had people down here, and the whole Bullnose was full of vendors.
Right through here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Davis Jack's right up the street had a huge grill, and they were doing sausages and chicken kebabs and things like that. So it was a really great time.
Oh, excellent. And she's here today because she knows the 2 people that were the chefs at Our Neighbor's Table, and she'll help me introduce it.
We have Antonietta at Ristorante Molise, which is right behind us. And also we have Paul Eastman and Christina from Phat Bistro, which is up the street, up on Market Street on the right. And
Well, and it was a very good show. It was good. We did 2 tapings. One was done like last month, and we did it a little bit different this time. What I decided to do was do the side shot with all the instructions on how to prepare the meals, but also do a straight shot. And on Paul Eastman's one, we're going to have it in Spanish also.
oh, cool.
So it's kind of neat to see how that will come out.
Oh, neat.
So you all ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go.
We always get the best chefs here. And he said, oh, even if you get a small, even like this little square, just one bite I would give them.
I want to do this one. The only thing is that I have to have it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Our Neighbor's Table. Today we're having another special demonstration by a famous chef in Amesbury, and today it's my pleasure to have Antonietta from Ristorante Molise, and they have graciously using their time and their talent to help us with cooking. The challenge was to take something from the food pantry, so Antonietta graciously took we're doing her chicken parmesan today, and she has modified her recipe to help us and teach people how to prepare it. So Annette, welcome to Our Neighbor's Table Food Pantry, and thank you so much to you and your staff for coming here today.
Thank you, my pleasure.
And we want to have you explain to us the simple steps that you have simplified this recipe for.
Yeah, okay.
Okay?
All right. Hello, everybody. Chicken parmigiana is a very nutritional dinner and a very easy one to make. To begin with, we're going to take chicken, this is called chicken scallopinis. The way you get this is just by getting a couple of chicken breast, and take the skin off and the fat off, and then you slice it up. And for every chicken breast, you should have at least 2 or 3 scallopinis. Once that's done, it's nice and clean, free of fat, okay? That's all it takes is some white flour, coat it, shake it a little bit like that. Then you dip it in the egg batter, just plain simple eggs, either brown or white, it doesn't matter. Shake the excess off, and then breadcrumbs. Maybe Delia, somebody can hold the microphone for me. Okay.
Do you want to?
Right. This is the way, it's the basic for a chicken parmigiana. It's just flour, eggs, and breadcrumbs. When that's done, the other way we can, what else we're gonna do is take the chicken breast and in a small pan with some vegetable oil. You can use olive oil, but vegetable oil will do just fine. And then you fry it. Okay. The way you know when the chicken is cooked is that it's going to be nice golden brown. Okay. Now, the beauty about the chicken parmigiana, I really like it a lot. Adults really love it, but also this makes also a great meal for kids. You don't have to put any sauce and cheese or anything else. You just slice it up, put a little ketchup or French fries on the side, and make a nice nutritional, nice simple meal for the kids. Okay. So when the chicken is cut thin and that it looks like this, that means the chicken is done. Okay. The one other step after this, it's very simple. We're gonna take a pan. No, the other one, the small tray. This one is fine. This one here, and take this one here. Drain the oil. Like that, very easily. Okay. Put a little spray of marinara sauce on it. Tomato sauce. Now, this is another, I'll show you how to make marinara sauce, but the other simple way will be just, you know, stop in a shop and some other places, they have these ragouts, sauce already made up. Very simple, you can just open up one of those, warm it up, and it does the job too, just put a little more seasoning. This one we make our own, which I'm gonna show you in a few minutes. Just that. A little mozzarella cheese, and bake it. And the chicken parmigiana is all done. Okay, very, very simple. Very simple. Now, to make the marinara sauce, the tomato sauce, this one here, you take a little pan with oil, very little oil, maybe 1 tablespoon oil, put some chopped garlic, chopped up onions, this one here, on the stove. Let it fry for a little bit, and then you add this, like a tomato puree. You let it cook for about 20 minutes, and it's all done. That's how you make a marinara sauce. A very simple way, okay? And that's basically is the chicken parmigiana. So you can have probably, by the time you start to the time you finish it, for a party of 4, which will take like a nice chicken breast, it shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes to make. Okay, and that is the chicken parmigiana from Ristorante Molise. Okay, now Patty is going to have some samples, and Brian are going to have some samples for you there if you want to try them out. Okay?
And I just want to explain that this is we're going to give this sauce out today. Okay? Thank you very much.
All right, okay. All right. Okay. That's it. Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. My pleasure.
Yeah, it's nice and pink the way I like it. I don't like cheese. I don't like chicken.
Hello. How are you? This is Antonietta. We're going to be making chicken parmigiana today. To make a great chicken parmigiana, you need a boneless chicken breast. And take all the skin off, all the fat off, and you slide it up nice and thin. You should be able to get 2 or 3 chicken scallopinis like this one out of one breast. And once without fat, I said definitely without bones. Okay, so first of all, you dip it in a simple white flour. Shake off all the extra flour there. Then you dip it in egg. You can just use plain egg, brown or white, it doesn't matter. And or you can also put a touch of milk in there, but I prefer just eggs. After that, it's breadcrumbs. You kind of pat it a little bit. You shake it, and that's the basic, very simple way of making nice, delicious dishes by making chicken parmigiana. And again, it has to be nice and thin, okay, so fry nice and fast. Now we're gonna move to the burner here. We're gonna warm up the oil. Meanwhile, I have some marinara sauce here and some shredded mozzarella. And to make the marinara sauce is very simple. You'll use a little pan with a little bit of olive oil, chopped up garlic, and chopped up onions. Let them fry it and put 1 can of this, 1 can of the tomato puree, and you let it cook it for about 20 minutes. Put salt and pepper, fresh basil in it. And you got a very simple, delicious marinara sauce. So this is the oil, should be just warm by now. Put the chicken in there, and we let it fry. You can use olive oil, it's very delicious, but the vegetable oil, it's also okay. You're gonna keep cooking the chicken breast until it gets nice and brown on both sides. When it's nice and brown, that means the chicken is cooked. And that is why you do it nice and thin, because if the chicken scallopini is too thick, it will burn it outside, but the inside will be uncooked, and we don't want to do that. So, okay, so we're cooking it here.
¿Preguntas en español? ¿Preguntas en español? No.
Okay. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm gonna grab a pan. Looks like it's just about done. Nice and light brown. Take the excess of oil off. Put in a pan like this. You can put 3 or 4 pieces all at once. Let me take this off so I won't burn the place down. Put some sauce on the chicken here, like that. And then some shredded mozzarella. And you put it in an oven for a couple of minutes until the cheese is all melted. And the chicken parmigiana is done. It's very nice to serve this over some boiled rice, or you can serve this with side of roasted potatoes, or you can also serve this over a little ziti or spaghetti, whatever your family likes. And it's a very delicious dinner. And you can also just fry it sometime and use it as chicken fingers for the kids. Instead of putting sauce and cheese on it, you just leave it plain, cut it up, put some French fries or ketchup with it, and it will be a great chicken fingers dish for the kids.
And you're Brian, right?
I'm Brian.
Yeah, no problem. I speak a little Spanish myself, so that's Brian. We can kind of make it, we can kind of translate it. Okay, beautiful. We're cooking some chicken for you guys. We're cooking some more chicken because we used the 2 cans there. So, basically, so what you do is just use a little bit of olive oil up in there.
He gives you a hard time.
Oh, is that right?
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our neighbor's table. This is our fourth in a series of chefs coming to our food pantry and helping us to come up with different recipes for what we have. Today we're very honored for Paul Eastman has joined us. Paul and his wife Christine run Phat Cats in Amesbury, a wonderful restaurant, and we're so grateful that he has come to share his time and talent. And today he's going to demonstrate very easy ways to make a nice warm meal on a cool day like it is today. So Paul, thank you for coming and sharing your time and your talent with our neighbour's table. So if you can, I'll let you explain the first dinner that you're going to do, and it's a very simple recipe but very hearty. It's one of my favorites, shepherd's pie.
Yeah, this is a good recipe. It's nice on a cold day like today, and it's also nice as a leftover, you know, when you have some leftover mashed potatoes. So what we'll do is we'll cook off some onions and then any other type of vegetables that you may have around, corn, carrots, squash, and Hamburg, cook that together. Top it with the mashed potatoes and cheese, bake it in the oven. You have a nice meal. Doesn't take long to cook, doesn't take much to clean up.
We have a peanut sauce with us today. It's they call it a ginger peanut sesame pesto that we're giving out today. You can sample it as we come through. It does have peanuts in it. So hopefully we don't have any allergies.
Nobody allergic to peanuts? Good.
So we just start with a nice, any type of pan is fine. Get some heat, a little bit of oil, just some chopped up onions. Doesn't even matter how finely they're chopped, you know. Next we're going to add in some hamburger. And the portion doesn't even matter, you know. One person is, if you figure if you have 3 people, maybe like 3 hamburger type size. As that's cooking, you can add any type of seasoning you may have in the cupboard, salt, pepper, paprika, some dried herbs. Just put it right in there just to flavor it up a little bit. And then as the hamburger's cooking with something like this, you want to kind of keep on chopping it up so when it's done cooking it's in little pieces and not large chunks. This would be the perfect time while your hamburger is cooking to turn on Oprah, see what's happening outside, you know. Just waiting for it.
Oh, yes, yes.
While waiting on the burger to cook here, Pam is serving up some of our dessert. It's a nice angel food cake. You can get it's a nice pudding. Just top the angel food cake with the pudding, some whipped cream on top. You know, if you have some berries left over, you can throw some berries on there.
Just took her over the bag.
Kind of like, this is a pretty good lifestyle. You eat dessert first.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you put any of that in there?
This did not go in here.
Oh,
this didn't. Yep, we're just putting these on some crackers here. And then as your hamburger is just about all cooked up, you can add your vegetables right into the mixture. Today we have corn.
Okay, I got it right here.
We have a little gravy. We can just put a little bit of gravy right in here. If you don't have any gravy, that's not so necessary. Phat. Is that called Pam Phat?
That's okay.
Is that what you laugh?
It's like my husband. He's guaranteed to get it. It's really actually very embarrassing. People generally don't like the first impression.
Probably get a good view of my head.
No.
My bald one. Yes, what I was thinking.
Where do you guys work?
Myself? I'm from Phat.
Fat Cats?
We pour the burger vegetable mixture into a pan. Any type of casserole type dish is fine.
Los Angeles.
Give me some of your light.
Okay.
Then we top it with some mashed potatoes.
You're welcome.
It's a good way to use up if you have leftover potatoes from the night before, you know.
Up and out? Gracias.
Oh, I know that. That's why I don't touch it.
Hola, izquierda.
Now, is this for a family of 4?
This would definitely feed 4, yeah. Yeah, this portion size here. We top it with some shredded cheese. Any type of cheese is fine.
Do you know about what the cost could be? They could get something like this done?
I think something like this, you can definitely get it. It's under $10. It's an $8 meal. You know, you're only talking about a pound and a half of hamburger, a can of corn, some mashed potatoes. You know, you can use up fresh or even just get the instant. And, if you don't want to deal with peeling and cutting and cooking, you can use instant mashed potatoes. Some pre-shredded cheese. Throw it right in the oven. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you're all set.
Now give me 2 crackers. Oh.
My name is Paul. I run Phat Bistro right up the street here in Amesbury. Tonight we're at our neighbor's table and we're preparing shepherd's pie. Nice cold weather dish. We start by cutting up and sauteing some onions.
Los ceballos.
And then add in some hamburger, however much, you figure half a pound, a quarter pound per person.
Un poco carne con ceballo.
Once that's cooking, you add in any type of seasoning you may have in the cupboard, salt, pepper, paprika, oregano, anything to really season it, make it taste good. That's your part. And once the hamburger is all cooked, you gotta keep just kind of breaking it up. Once it's all cooked, you can add in any type of vegetable, corn, squash, carrots, just to add in another vegetable inside.
Cuando las carne es final, un poco maíz o ceballo o muchos vegetables.
and then top that with some mashed potatoes. It's a nice, you know, if you have some left over from the night before, or if you don't even want to deal with boiling them and mashing them, you can get instant potatoes. Put that together, just top that on top of the hamburger. Put cheese on top, put it in the oven for 10 minutes for the cheese to melt.
En tope de la carne pone las potatoes fácil con los quesos y espinel.
You're welcome. That's it. Enjoy.
Espinel.
Angel food cake with chocolate pudding. You can get the angel food cake in any grocery store. Chocolate pudding, you can also get in the grocery store. Instant pudding, that's fine. And then we're just topping it with the pudding and adding whipped cream. People are loving it. It's delicious.
Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the show. We just have a few items I'd like to go over for this coming month, and a couple other things I probably should have mentioned last month and I didn't.
We have coming up on October 18th the Jeannie Geiger Crisis Center Walk. On Sunday, October 25th, we have the Cider Mash. It's a 5K road race at Cider Hill Farms. And then also just wanted to put in, we have a couple new businesses that are about to open. Wild Garlic up on Friend Street where Charlotte's Beads used to be. Should be opening within the next week or two. And then Heat Training is going to be opening right over here, right next to my office. And they should be opening by the end of the month. They put together the triathlon, the Cider Mash Run, and many other events that people are going to start seeing coming up over the next springtime. We have a crazy mad mud run that's going to happen at Woodsome Farm.
Is that new?
Yep, that's going to be new. That'll be in the spring. And then there's a couple other things that we're working on with them to get people to come into Amesbury and get outdoor and get in shape.
And the tree will be here like usual?
The tree will definitely be here.
When is that about?
It's always the weekend. It usually goes up the weekend before Thanksgiving. The lights usually go on right after Thanksgiving. And then the tree lighting is December 5th, Saturday, December 5th, usually about 4 o'clock.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. That sounds really, you got a real booked month there going on.
Yeah, well, that's December. I got some time.
I want to take the time to thank the public library and Patty DeTulio, DeTulio, I believe, for the maintenance of the Our Town show. You can go there, and all you have to do is just call first, sign out the show that you'd like to watch if you happen to miss it here. And feel free to do that because it's for everybody in town, or actually out of town if you want to do that. I want to thank Our Neighbor's Table. The two chefs that we had were
Antonietta and Paul Eastman, Ristorante, Molise, and Phat Cats.
Okay, so that's 4 now that we've gotten out. I do want to thank Rosemary Werner for all her efforts, and even though she's getting ready to retire, she doesn't act like a retiring director yet. But I want to thank her, all the volunteers, and we just have such a great community. I mean, I love not just doing the show, but coming on and just meeting new people and all the excitement. And even though we're in a recession and all that bad news, we seem to have a good attitude here, and we can win and help the people that are a little more needy than we are. And it amazes me how we just seem to come to pull it together all the time.
And I did want to say on one important note that the Merrimack Valley food banks, they're honoring Rosie with an award. I believe it's Thursday, October 22nd. However, that's something that people should keep their eyes out for in the newspaper and try to attend. It will be out of town.
I'll be out of town?
Yep, but it's a really, it's just recognizing all of her efforts that she's put forward, not only in Amesbury, but in the entire Merrimack Valley, and really helping get food, get clothing, and really help people that are a little bit less fortunate.
And just coordination of the people that are willing to volunteer. I mean, and I'm being very serious here for once. Rosemary's got this attitude. Yeah, as soon as you see her, you want to try hard to help her fulfill her dreams and stuff. Yeah. And she's been such a hard worker locally. The governor knows her, everybody knows her. So if you get a chance to go to that, please try, or if you can help out in any way, it'd be excellent. Well, nice seeing you again.
Good to see you too. Thanks for having me.
Oh, this is great. She always she bails me out all the time. So let's see. Work hard, stay healthy, and please take time to care for someone. We're out here. Bye-bye.
It's too beautiful. Our town on TV. Our town, there's you and me. Upside down, hanging out of an airplane.